And a couple.
Watch time. Tie your rock.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Third and less than a yard.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives them the first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And a Cowboy first down.
What's the run? They're running it. Check 31.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Check.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 180!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
1, Omaha.
48, Mike. 48.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams, 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. If you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
Now Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. 55. Take me up. Here we go. Check 3, check 3. 21, 21. Here we go. Get hot.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
11, 11. 21, 21.
Rabbit. 49, check 49, check 49.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This one complete to Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo looks to throw. This is Coleman with a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
White.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Check. Watch it before. Hey. Gun.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 25 on second down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
57, Mike 57. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shit, weapon. Shit. Hey, check Mike. Mike 57.
Prescott down. And he rifles one incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Under 10, 10.
Check 4.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Run. Oh, yeah. Here we go. 180.
35, Mike 35. Check the outs.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now Austin. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 9.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Maher is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Hey, gun. 65.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to Coleman. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
21. We got double up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The battle in the trenches never. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21.
Pass. Shoot. Check 43.
Hey, gun.
Mike spot 4.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Garoppolo on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Austin. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 50.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Let's bring it. Check 26. Check 26.
They run again with Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here we go.
54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Spins away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot now for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! 5-4.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Walk 54. It's our field.
White.
Hey, it's our house.
Hey, orbit.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Steps and oh, that is going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. On the return comes Cobb.
We got this.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. How about the two Bosa brothers, by the way? Both defensive players of the week in Week 8 for their respective conferences. Joey had 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss in a win over the Bears. Nick had 3 sacks and a pick in a win over Carolina. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
13.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
We got 4. 21. I got you.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 48, Mike. 48, Mike. All day.
21.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 46 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Elliott running right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
50 seconds to Mike. Exit. Check the hot read. 36.
Kill. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Toss left to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
55. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Safe.
21.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Guys.
12, fellas, here we go.
Let's go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Prescott. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Keep playing hard.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. Will, in fact, wind up losing a couple. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
There we go. 480. There we go. Kill.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, let's go sandwich. Watch the safety creep. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Check 52.
We're going to 53.
Now Elliott. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Deuce. Rush in.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Check Mike 57. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. On second down, it's Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
50 seconds to Mike. It's a party now.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of 1st downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin taking it in. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, this to Jarwin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, kill.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road.